4040 Retro Limiter plugin by McDSP, along with the rest of the RetroPack plugin product line, is a unique design based on decades of McDSP engineering experience. Both visually and sonically, the RetroPack plugins deliver an incomparable vintage gear experience. They also include a customized output stage that puts a unique, transformer-like touch on the audio signal. The 4040 Retro Limiter combines a look-ahead brick wall limiter function with several subjective treatments to make the limiting action subtle, yet vintage. It does all of this and more with the help of only two controls, ceiling and gain, that are laid out on its very simple UI. These controls work together to give you maximal signal level with minimal distortion and a highly stylized vintage sound. The 4040 also features a set of input and output meters, as well as a gain reduction meter. Let's take a closer look at what this plugin is capable of. The only modifiable controls on the 4040 Retro Limiter are the ceiling and gain controls. Ceiling designates the maximum possible signal level at the output stage of the limiter, and gain is used to select the amount of signal boost. Gain can be dialed in as high as 36 dB. To the right of these controls are a few different meters. The first is the gain reduction meter, which allows you to see the amount of gain reduction being performed by the 4040 at any given time, and the others are the input and output meters, which allow you to monitor the volume of the signal coming in and out of the plugin. Now it's time for some audio examples. First, we're using the 4040 on a master bus. Here's what this track sounds like without any processing from the plugin.
Seaside, they look when I breeze by. This is how it sounds when you listen to G's ride. All the women wanna play and kick it like FIFA. Tell their friends at the telly pull up with at least 5. Do it for my city, I'm a hometown figure.
When I engage the 4040, notice that we're doing a rather extreme amount of gain reduction for a master bus. Yet it doesn't become pumpy or unnatural sounding. Instead, the mix remains clear and the effect of the 4040 is quite transparent. We even get a bit more aggression out of the vocals.
Seaside, they look when I breeze by. This is how it sounds when you listen to G's ride. All the women wanna play and kick it like FIFA. Tell their friends at the telly pull up with at least 5. Do it for my city, I'm a hometown figure. Money started coming and the roads got bigger. Got my mind right, whew, the bankroll bigger. Came back 4-5 like the 05 jigger, yeah. Seaside, they look when I breeze by. This is how it sounds when you listen to G's ride. All the women wanna play and kick it like FIFA. Tell their friends at the telly pull up with at least 5. Do it for my city, I'm a hometown figure. Money started coming and the roads got bigger. Got my mind right, whew, the bankroll bigger. Came back 4-5 like the 05 jigger, yeah. Seaside, they look when I
On to our next example. Now we've got the 4040 loaded up on a drum bus. Let's hear these drums with the 4040 bypassed. They sound good, but I'd like them to be a bit more glued together. When I engage the 4040, pay attention to how the kick and snare get tucked in place, and to how the kit sounds much more glued together overall. Despite hitting almost 20 dB of gain reduction, the transparency of the 4040 shines and keeps our drum bus sounding nice and natural. Finally, we have a vocal bus that includes quite a few background vocal tracks along with a lead vocal. Let's hear it without the 4040 first.
Oh, only you. Oh, only you. Make me feel this way. Yeah.
The biggest thing I'm noticing is that the lead vocals sound too separated from the background vocals, and the overall level of the vocals bus changes too much when all the vocals are playing together. I'd like to hear the lead and background vocals work together more, so I've dialed in some settings that will give us the perfect amount of gain reduction whenever all the vocals are playing together. This way, the lead won't pop out of the vocal mix too much.
Oh, only you. Oh, only you make me feel this way. Yeah. Oh, only you. Oh, only you make me feel this way. Yeah. Oh, only you. Oh, only you make me feel this way. Yeah.
Now the dynamics of this vocal bus are reined in, and it'll be much easier to mix it in with the other instruments in this song. The 4040 Retro Limiter plugin by McDSP has just what you need for everything from subtly controlling the dynamics of a signal, all the way up to bringing lots of life to an individual track or bus. It'll even make sure your source tones stay artifact-free and don't lose their natural sound. Interested in learning more? Try out the 4040 Retro Limiter free 14-day trial at the link in the description. It can be purchased on its own, and it is also included in the All Access subscription, as well as the Everything Pack and Retro Pack plugin bundles. We've linked all of these options in the description as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more McDSP tips and content. Also, feel free to use the links in the description to follow us on other social media platforms. We will see you next time.